Hey, welcome back to YT Finance, and today we are talking about the stock market selling off. We will touch on the new COVID-19 Delta variant, which some people believe is causing for the market pullback to happen, and we will be discussing Jeff Bezos' company named Blue Origin, which is a privately held company who has now successfully had a space tourism flight that was very similar to what Virgin Galactic, ticker symbol SPCE, has done recently by opening space up for travel to the public, so we will be comparing those companies to each other. Go and press the like button right now for more stock market news, comment your thoughts down below, turn on subscription notifications if you are new, and now let's make you some free money with Webull. Webull is a free brokerage app where you can buy and sell stocks, options, and cryptocurrencies, but right now you can get 2 free stocks with Webull. You can get the first free stock, which can be worth anywhere from $2 to $250 for just creating an account, and you can get a second free stock which can be worth up to $1,600 if you invest $100 or more on your first deposit. You will have a 1 in 100 chance of getting stocks like Facebook, Starbucks, or Snapchat, and you have a 1 in 50 chance of getting stocks like Google or Procter & Gamble. To get this offer, just press on the link in my description box down below, but do it quickly because this offer will not last forever. And without further ado, let's get into today's stories. The stock market has fallen drastically recently, which has halted the United States recovery of many of its rebound stocks, mainly due to fears of the Delta variant of COVID-19. The Dow Jones Industrial Average has had one of its largest one-day losses since the uncertainty of the presidential election, while the S&P 500 has had one of its worst days since May, with both respected indexes down around 3% from their highs. Many COVID-19 recovery stocks have also fallen, such as Carnival, American Airlines, and Norwegian Cruise Lines, which have all sank around 5%. When the market struggles, oil stocks seem to get hit even harder, and this is seen by Marathon Oil falling close to 5%, while the tech-heavy Nasdaq only has fallen around 1%, with biotechnology and pharmaceutical companies weathering the storm very well, with either minimal losses or even gains in some cases. Many large technology companies like Facebook and Apple are down 1.2% and 2.7% respectively right before earnings, so be looking forward to earnings reports for a multitude of your favorite companies coming up soon. A senior analyst even stated that investors are growing anxious, so they are selling their stocks, commodities, and cryptocurrencies to buy US Treasury bonds for a stable and safe way to continue to make money in the current market environment. However, I will personally not be doing that. The article says that the main source of the global gloom is COVID, as the virus launches a resurgence with the Delta variant ravaging the large population of unvaccinated people. The founder of Vital Knowledge Media continues to go on by saying a slew of governments have reinstituted various forms of virus-related lockdown restrictions, and investors are growing concerned about the impact this will have on growth. Investors are well aware of what another lockdown would mean for their stock portfolios, so they are scared that a stock market crash could be coming if lockdowns are reestablished and put back into place. A Goldman Sachs analyst says that the downside risk of the Delta variant would only have a modest impact on the near-term prices of stocks, and I think this is because of how successful the COVID-19 vaccinations and vaccines have been. However, over in the UK, the population of those with the COVID-19 variant are climbing fast. Another analyst noted that the worst-case scenario that the Delta variant can cause is a 5% drop in the S&P 500, but considering that the index is up over 16%, that's a blow our portfolios can easily handle. After the stock market crashed last March, it had one of the quickest recoveries in history, and then the stock market went on to push to new all-time highs. However, some people think that this variant can halt entire economies, but I think that's just people spreading fear, uncertainty, and doubt. I highly doubt this new COVID-19 strain will cause a similar stock market crash, but with that being said, Las Vegas and Los Angeles, among other cities, are tightening their COVID-19 guidelines, so it is possible that local governments could shut down, but I highly doubt international shutdowns will be a thing, especially because 44% of Americans are vaccinated. Also, Zoom Video Communications is acquiring Five9 in over a $14 billion stock buyout. In other news, Jeff Bezos of Amazon was shot into space with crew members by his space tourism company named Blue Origin. The trip took around 10 minutes in total to complete. However, Jeff Bezos was not the first billionaire to fly into space, because 9 days prior to this Blue Origin launch, Richard Branson and his space tourism company named Virgin Galactic, ticker symbol SPCE, beat Bezos to space. However, with that being said, Jeff Bezos' flight took him higher into space with a height of 62 miles, while Richard Branson only flew 50 miles above the Earth. Overall, the flight was a success for Blue Origin because the rocket was fired into space, the engine then separated from the rocket and landed itself back on the surface, and then the crew safely separated from the rocket and floated back to Earth. The flight allowed its crew members, which includes Jeff Bezos' brother, to experience a whole 3 minutes of complete weightlessness. Similar to Richard Branson's Virgin Galactic flight, Jeff Bezos' flight was met with major controversy by 162,000 people who signed a petition for Bezos to never come back down to Earth. Jeff Bezos has basically funded this company completely out of his own pocket, but this has just made people more angry because space tourism is currently only for the hyper-wealthy. To put out these media fires, the company itself, Blue Origin, released a press release statement that said this, and I quote, "Blue Origin was founded by Jeff Bezos with the vision of enabling a future where millions of people are living and working in space to benefit Earth. To preserve Earth, Blue Origin believes that humanity will need to expand, explore, find new energy and material resources, and move industries that stress Earth into space. Blue Origin is working on this today by developing partially and fully reusable launch vehicles that are safe, low cost, and serve the needs of all civil, commercial, and defense customers." End quote. Blue Origin is currently working on a much larger rocket for purposes for NASA and their space missions. Jeff Bezos then directly responds to critics who say that he should stop wasting billions of dollars to go to space and he should start spending billions of dollars on fighting global warming. So he said this in response to his critics, and I quote, "We have to do both. We have lots of problems here and now on Earth, and we need to work on those, and we always need to look to the future. We've always done that as a species, as a civilization." And honestly, I agree with Bezos here. Also, if you are wondering, Blue Origin does not have a set cost to their space flights yet, but they did auction off a ticket to fly with Jeff Bezos, which went for $28 million. For comparison, Virgin Galactic, who is Blue Origin's #1 competition right now, sells their tickets from anywhere between $200,000 and $500,000. But what do you think of this? Comment your thoughts down below. Remember to like this video right now, it helps me out a lot. Subscribe if you are new, and I will see you in the next YT video.